worst prison to be in is the prison of our own sabotaging beliefs. Something new, a different perspective. He has a different view, a completely different world. I mean, it'll be crazy.
Back to the vault. Today I want to talk about the 180-degree mindset. And what do I mean by that? I want you to think about something for a second. How many times as we're going through the day, negative thoughts are occupying our mind? Sometimes they're trying to take over our mind. Or maybe it's when you're trying to achieve a new goal or a lofty goal, or you're trying to climb a big mountain, right? And it's kind of like as you're taking these steps, it's like your mindset is trying to tell you that you're exhausted and you can't take one more step. I just want you to create this incredible clarity and awareness around how we think. Now, I'm going to give you a tactic today to go from a negative mindset to a positive mindset, literally instantly. And I mean instantly. See, every time we have a negative thought, we could stop ourselves and replace it with 180 degrees from that negative thought, which then in turns makes it the opposite or a positive thought. See, I had this happen to me many times playing the sport of Major League Baseball. And in 1996, I was pitching game one of the playoffs in St. Louis against the San Diego Padres. And at that time, the Padres, man, they had a great team. Obviously, they were in the playoffs. And right here in game one, first inning, have one out in the first inning. The game's in St. Louis. I have runners at first and second. And up walks to the plate the favorite to be the most valuable player of the year that year is a guy by the name of Ken Caminiti. He had hit over 40 home runs and he driven in well over 100 runs that year and just had an incredible offensive year. And here this big power hitter is lumbering to the plate, right? Fly ball hitter, hits a lot of balls out of the ballpark. And I gotta tell you, my mind was going a little bit crazy at the time. I had runners on base, had a lot of things going on. And I was grateful that my pitching coach recognized that I probably wasn't in the greatest state of mind. And he came running out to the pitcher's mound and he said, "Hey Todd," he says, and he looked me right in the eyes. He said, "Todd," he says, "you're only one pitch away from being out of this inning." And I went from thinking about the runners on base to Ken Caminiti coming up to it's the first game of the playoffs and things aren't going the way I want them to go. And he comes out and he literally helps me change my state of mind instantly. Because instead of thinking about all the noise and all the things and all the negativity that is going on up until that point in the game, he comes out and he says, "Todd, you're just one pitch away." He says, "Just throw great fastballs, just pound the strike zone down and away. Let's see if we can get Caminiti to roll over and we'll turn a double play and we'll be out of this inning and we'll be off and running." So I literally went from thinking about everything that was going on to just what I had to do on the next pitch to throw a great pitch down in the strike zone to try to get Caminiti to roll over on a ground ball. And I ended up just taking it pitch by pitch. And I ended up striking out Caminiti. Up comes to the plate is a guy by the name of Wally Joyner. I now have 2 outs, runners on first and second. And I get Wally Joyner to hit a ground ball to our second baseman. And 4-3, I'm out of the inning. You see, it was because I went from this negative state of all the things that were going on to my pitching coach and realizing and running to the mound and literally instantly getting me to think about making a great pitch and creating a positive result. How many times have we gone through life where the negativity is occupying our brains and our mind and it begins to overtake? This is the time I want you to call time out. And you're going to call time out on yourself and you're going to say, "Stop it." And the tactic that I want to give to you, the tool that I want to give to you to overcome that negative thinking is I want you to think 180-degree mindset at all times, so that every time you have a negative thought, you just stop yourself and you think 180 degrees or the opposite of that into a positive thought. And then I just want you to take the next step. Hey, I hope this helps. I know it's helped me tremendously. Take care. God bless. I'll see you soon.